A day after leaving the reservoir, I find myself on Hadrian's wall. I had arranged to meet my brother and his wife for a day walking a section as they did the whole thing from east to west, just missing out the Newcastle bit. I had already walked the whole thing in 2014. We chose one of the hottest days of the year, and I did 10 miles, they did 14 miles, I think it was. And we ended up at Once Brewed, where there is an inn called Twice Brewed Inn. And we had meal there in the evening and then went our separate ways. And here we have Sycamore Tree at Sycamore Gap. Not a Kevin Costner in sight. Good morning, folks. I'm just leaving Haltwhistle Camping and Caravanning Club site, and I'm going to walk into Haltwhistle, which is about 2 miles away. I'm going to find a little track. Yes, the sun is out this morning, as opposed to yesterday, which was Thursday, the 7th of September. It was grey all day, even had a bit of drizzle with Sahara and desert dust in it. So it's nice to have the sun out. I'm walking into Haltwhistle, down some country lanes, across a nice little bridge, as I understand it, and then through some farmland and whatnot. There's a river right next to the campsite, which I went in yesterday. The rocks are a bit slimy, but I went in, and we'll have a look at it under this bridge, just up here. I've just seen a grey heron sitting on the riverbank opposite me. There's a clearing here. I'll see if I can sneak up on it. I can still see it through the trees. There's a bench conveniently placed here. Ah, bugger. It's gone. It's very peaceful at the moment. That's the river South Tyne. Look at the arch on that. It's Featherstone Bridge, or on one map it's called New Featherstone Bridge. Other than that, don't know anything about it. See if I can get down onto the riverbed. That's the river South Tyne. Heading down there towards Tynemouth, no doubt. And behind me, that's a cracker of a bridge, that is. These are actually the roots of that tree. Thought they were supposed to be underground. Got a very steep access to it. Bit rounded at the top, so shouldn't bottom out your motorhomes. Featherstone Bridge, no date on that. Oh yeah, that's alright. A bit hazy today. There's a bit more sun than there was yesterday. I've come about 1.8 miles so far, and where those highways are sort of in the middle, that's Haltwhistle. I've got to get down this lane, get over there, and then it rises up, and I don't know if you can see it, right in the distance there's a higher peak. That's part of Hadrian's Wall itself. I've been there, done that. I think I've got to the centre of Haltwhistle. There's a station down there. There's a pub just to the left. There's another pub there called the Jubilee. There's a park here, I think it's called Memorial Park, with a war memorial in it. And I think that's the hospital behind it. I saw it somewhere. And the sun is out. And the main street is down there. That's the co-op. It's called Westgate. I think it's coffee time. You might be able to see there's a bobby behind me standing outside the toilets. He said there was an incident last night and they've remained closed. I don't know what it was. Too much Newcastle brown ale, I expect. Right, I'm just in the main street trying to find a cappuccino place. Yeah, it's alright, I think there's just one main street here. There's a couple of chairs outside here, enough space for me. I passed the co-op, salons, all sorts. So I found the middle, the market square. First charter order is given by King John in 1207, it says, with a pub which is behind me and little cottages all the way round. So slightly changed. There's a pub down there, that yellow one. There's the brew bar here. Another pub over there. Signs talking about turbulent times. There you go, you can get your cart and horse down here to the Black Bull. Quite a nice little courtyard. Yeah, sorry about that. I did read in some information leaflet somewhere that Haltwhistle is as close as you can get to the centre of Britain. You wouldn't have thought so. But I suppose if you include Scotland, up to the tip of Scotland, down to Cornwall, calls itself the centre of Britain. It's where it's all at, folks. Not something I've normally filmed, but there's a building in a state of disrepair. Got a big building by the looks of it. But across the road, we've got the Haltwhistle Working Men's Club. Dear me, that's had a fire looking at the rafters at the top. What a sight. Don't know when that was, hope everybody was alright. More of the same river. Somehow I've got to get down there and walk along there. But I'm just by the station. Had my lunch, had a panini in a cafe. And the sun's out. And the river is gentle. It's got a bit of froth in it, otherwise I'd have a dip. Final path down to the edge of the campsite. We've got about 50 yards to go now. I'll have to go for a walk a bit later just to jump in that river. Anyway, that was good fun. I've done about 6 miles. Visited Haltwhistle, had a look around. Now time for a sit. All the best then. Catch you on the next one. Cheerio.